Kylian Mbappe has been a highly controversial figure in recent times. In the media, the French superstar often appears in a negative light. However, this is not the first time Mbappe has faced such scrutiny. For a long time, the player, nicknamed the Turtle Ninja, has been portrayed in an unflattering way. So why is Kylian Mbappe so disliked? There are reasons behind everything, and various stories contribute to this perception. Despite being one of the best players in modern football, Mbappe frequently stirs up controversy and is not well loved by many, except for fans of the team he plays for. This stems from a series of events and behaviors, both on and off the pitch. One of the key moments that tarnished Kylian Mbappe's image was during Euro 2020. The French star not only failed to score throughout the tournament, but he also left an unforgettable memory in the round of 16. However, this incident painted a poor image of Mbappe, suggesting he lacked composure in critical moments. Moreover, the controversies surrounding Kylian Mbappe extend beyond the pitch. During his time at Paris Saint-Germain, the French star was rumored to have had several internal conflicts, particularly with Neymar and Messi. He was accused of forming cliques and wanting to be the center of the team. One memorable moment was the argument over who would take a penalty in a Ligue 1 match. Neymar took the second penalty after Mbappe missed the first. Tensions rose when Neymar scored, but Mbappe did not celebrate with his teammate. This led many to believe that he was too self-centered and disrespectful toward the team. The tension continued with rumors that Mbappe played a key role in pushing Messi out of PSG. Many speculated that with his increasing influence at the club, the young king of Paris felt uncomfortable sharing the spotlight with Messi. Though these reports were never confirmed, they still contributed to an image of Mbappe as a player who always wanted to be in charge and couldn't accept others outshining him. From a technical perspective, Mbappe has often been criticized for being lazy and lacking defensive awareness. He is accused of focusing solely on attacking to showcase his individual skills, rarely tracking back to defend, and not prioritizing the team's collective effort. Compared to other great players like Cristiano Ronaldo, Mbappe is seen as too fixated on personal accolades and not making enough effort in all aspects of the game. Mbappe's ego has become a thorn in the eyes of many. Finally, another factor fueling the dislike of Mbappe is the constant comparison between him, Lionel Messi, and Cristiano Ronaldo. Despite his extraordinary talent, many argue that Mbappe has not yet reached the level or achievements of these two legends. However, the media and fans continuously place him in the same category as Messi and Ronaldo, creating unrealistic expectations for Mbappe and triggering backlash from a segment of the public. These criticisms have made Mbappe one of the most disliked players today. Whether he can overcome these controversies and prove his true worth will determine if the French star can rise to the heights of the football legends before him. Kylian Mbappe is not always the focal point of criticism, but the negative image of him has gradually become clearer over time, partly due to malicious media editing. The media has constructed a persona at odds with reality to craft an engaging narrative. In fact, the first player to be built up in this way by the media wasn't Mbappe, but Erling Haaland. With his strong physique and cold demeanor, Haaland was initially labeled the villain in the race among top young stars. However, Haaland's humble personality and simple lifestyle off the pitch shattered the arrogant star image. Instead, he became a symbol of endearing charm in the eyes of the public. Of course, the media still needed a counterpart, and Mbappe became the ideal replacement. With his confidence, outstanding talent, and growing influence during his time at Paris Saint-Germain, PSG, Mbappe was easily branded as the bad guy. Thus, the battle between Haaland and Mbappe became a rivalry in the eyes of the public. On one side, there is Haaland, beloved, and on the other, Mbappe, disliked. The media has succeeded in turning this competition into an essential part of the narrative surrounding two of today's most talented players. In 2022, when Mbappe renewed his contract with PSG, he was rewarded with an enormous salary and privileges that few players enjoy, prompting mockery that he was the vice president of the club. This event fueled further criticism that Mbappe was controlling every decision at PSG, from transfers to tactics. But in reality, it was just a typical business deal between PSG and Mbappe. PSG wanted to retain their brightest star, while Mbappe sought to secure his future. Simply put, if PSG hadn't accepted his demands, he would have left, possibly for Real Madrid, a club eager to welcome him. However, political factors also complicated matters. During the contract negotiations, reports emerged that French President Emmanuel Macron personally intervened, urging Mbappe to stay at PSG. This action led many to believe that Mbappe had colluded with political power, further fueling the criticism that he was more than just a footballer, meddling in off-field matters. Paris Saint-Germain was once expected to symbolize global football dominance after receiving significant investment from their Qatari owners. Ironically, it was their own decisions and behavior that turned the club into one of the most hated globally. By splashing out on superstars, PSG not only built an expensive squad, but also created the image of a team disconnected from traditional football values. For many football fans, PSG represents overly commercialized football and symbolizes arrogance and disrespect within the sport. Mbappe once became the face of this club, but contrary to expectations that he would be a beloved star, he became the target of many fans' frustration. This was not only due to his talent, but also the way he aligned with PSG and the controversies surrounding his relationship with the club. The arrogance and power Mbappe gained at PSG led many to feel that he was using the club to further his own career. When PSG falters or struggles, many feel satisfied to see Mbappe, who represents the values they despise, in a similar predicament. Part of this resentment stems from the behind-the-scenes stories between PSG and Mbappe. In 2023, when Mbappe publicly expressed his intention not to extend his contract and wanted to leave, PSG didn't hesitate to use the media to strike back at him. Although Mbappe abided by his contract, broke no rules, and continued training normally, PSG used the press to paint him as a traitor, applying immense public pressure. Their goal was clear: to force Mbappe to change his mind or at least diminish his value in the eyes of other clubs. This is a media strategy that many big clubs have used before, but PSG's approach was so blatant that it raised questions about the club's integrity, not only among fans but also experts. PSG didn't stop there. They also sought to cover up other internal issues by exaggerating negative rumors about Mbappe. Recently, Mbappe was accused of being involved in a rape case, a story widely reported by major newspapers. However, upon closer examination, it appears that the story lacked credibility and wasn't thoroughly investigated. Many suggest that this was a tactic used by PSG to divert public attention away from the lawsuit between Mbappe and the club regarding unpaid bonuses. If this is true, it not only reflects a lack of ethics in the way the club is run, but it also shows that PSG is willing to do anything to protect its image, even if it means tarnishing the reputation of one of the world's biggest stars. The result of all this is growing hatred toward PSG. Many no longer see PSG as a football team, but as a political and commercial tool. Mbappe, despite his extraordinary talent, cannot escape becoming the symbol of the cold arrogance that this club represents. This explains why, whenever PSG struggles or Mbappe falters, many take pleasure in it, seeing it as a personal victory in their fight against values they disagree with.